everyone. So my tip is actually not something that I invented, but I think I'm going to connect it to what we were just talking about. But does anybody here, were you around when we used to grade and turn it in? Yeah, okay, but you have that negative. I have that somewhat positive because Turn It In had this feature called Quickmarks, which were pre-prepared comments that you could just insert automatically. So my tip is not necessarily one that I always use. I think if you have an assignment that you grade regularly over and over again, or a set of assignments in a course that have a similar build-up, if it's writing skills, for example, things that you see appear over and over again, I think it's kind of a do-it-yourself Quickmarks situation. So imagine you make a little Word document or a note, whatever your sort of default text file is. You pre-prepare some of these comments that you expect to be there every time, and then it's kind of a copy-paste into somewhere in your grading rubric or your file that you provide feedback in over and over, rather than retyping it every time. So I also have this, you're frantically typing comments in the rubric, and then you make a typo, and you have to go back, and it's just like shaving seconds off your productivity, which gets very frustrating, I think. But what I was just thinking about after Stephanie's talk and your question there, is that maybe you could even have a quick mark that you agree upon, and you publish these for the students. So it's not actually a whole comment, but it's like A, and that means argumentation. And so you insert a teeny tiny A in the text with one of those pin things in Quickmarks, and then they know, oh, I see my argumentation marks like a 3 out of 5, but anywhere that there's an A in the text, it means there's something wrong with my argumentation. But this would effectively be the same thing, right? So it's not about sort of pre-preparing comments, but having a shorthand for feedback points. And then you could, of course, explain this to the students in the easy document or feedback session.
So the copy-paste tip, I was wondering, because I've used this on Canvas before, but not at UVA, and I'm sure Canvas is the same all over. Is there a save this comment option when you're writing your comments within the rubric? So we saw this detailed rubric, and when you put in your comment, there should be a little tick box which says save this comment, and I've used it extensively, which means after the first 5 assignments are graded, I have all the comments I need to basically and I see it when I go to kind of a drop-down, you see a drop-down list of all the comments, so you can just select the comment. That means you don't have to switch documents between copy-pasting.